Forgive me. I have been muted this whole time. You know what? There might be a leprechaun in my computer. He's gone and put my entire computer on mute. Actually, no, it was me earlier and I just forgot. Sorry. So let me start over. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And hi, everybody in the chat. I had said I was doing a quick shout out to everybody. Linda's here, Laurie, and Betty, and Sandy, Zakaya, and Kim. Hey, guys. Yeah, now I'm getting the notes. Marianne, Jenny, Kimberly's here. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, sorry, guys. I had it on mute. So I was telling everyone my oldest son is named Patrick. A lot of you guys know, and he is named after my dad, also Patrick. And we have Patrick's going way back in my family, and so all the way back to I don't know how far back. My grandmother would know. I should ask my dad. I'm sure he remembers as well. But a long line of Patricks in my family. So happy St. Patrick's Day to you guys. And I thought we would just do some fun beading. I've got a giveaway going, #Clover in the chat for that one. And I'm missing my sweet Colleen today. So it's just me. She was busy tonight, and I hope she's having some fun doing something cool going out. So it's us and the beads tonight. And let's see, I have a couple of things to share. I have a new video that I just launched earlier. It's a pattern that uses cube beads and berry beads together with a little bit of faceted size 15s for some flowy fringe. And they're the ones that I'm wearing now. They're cool. I'll hold them up for you here on the close-up screen. But they're little berry cube fringe beads, and I got creative with the top of it. So that is a pattern and a pre-recorded video. A lot of you guys already checked it out. I just popped it up like early this afternoon, and it's there for you to watch anytime you want, so you can check it out. But I thought I'd respin it today using a green for St. Patrick's Day. So I know this pattern can work for lots of beads. I did use the cubes in the original design, but I think it's going to work great with the size 10 Delica. So that's kind of my plan for today. And then I also have finally gotten to the point where I can put the clasp on and finish this one and just do the last row. And I had gotten a couple requests to show how to close this one up. And so I brought my ready to finish sample. We can work on that together too. Thanks, Vanetta. Yeah, this was such a fun one. I had a really good time making those and creating them. And it didn't take very long. They're very fast to make. So I wonder how far we can get in today's live on that. So what I was thinking is I'll turn on the mat really quick here, and I will show you. Let's do this one first since it's already almost done. Oh, and the little clovers that I have out on the mat, I'm going to be giving away some of those along with a little bag of beady goodies, but I've got a couple little Celtic themed tiara cast pieces left that I'm going to be throwing into orders and including in our giveaway tonight, which will be just kind of like a little assembly of beady goodness that's currently being featured in the shop. So that's what I'm doing tonight. But let me show you what I was going to do here with this one. So a couple of videos ago, it wasn't last week, but the week before, we started this one together. We started a version that I think used the caramel color and maybe some olive size 10 triangles. But what you see here are size 10 triangles with the tea rose berry beads, also known as peanut beads. And these are the cinnamon line topaz combined together here in a herringbone design. And so what I'm probably going to do, because I know that this was kind of it's across a couple of videos now, and so it's a little hard to find. So there will be an official tutorial where I will actually, do a diagram and stuff. But for now, it's just I have a couple of videos where I show starting it, and in this one, I'm just going to real quick show finishing it because a lot of you guys are already working on it. So let's do a row together so you can see what a regular row looks like. And I want to just take a quick look and see. Oh, I spotted an error on this one too. Looks like I forgot to do my 15s right there. Do you see it? Ooh, I might fix that actually. So I'm going to show a quick destruct really quick. So the 15s I used on this one are a dark topaz. And these are Miyuki's. Oh yeah, no, Bonnie, you didn't miss anything. You were right on time. I'm just getting started. So I have had one of those days where I got a lot done. I'm really excited about today. I've been, because I was sick for a while, so I was not super productive, and so it's one of my first days, like where I felt like I'm back, and right on time for everything. Okay, so I spotted a mistake when I was working this earlier. So right here, it looks like I forgot to put my embellishment on. So I'm just going to pop that on there really quick. And that way you guys can see me finish another row in case you're seeing this for the first time. But yeah, I did do this one. Oh gosh, I think it was like, I can't remember if I started this one on my live with Stacy or Jody. It's a couple Saturdays ago. But it starts out with just, a laddered row of herringbone. And then you switch to doing the triangle and the berry beads like this. It looks just like this. So here's my step up. So it's going to go from this triangle bead, size 10 triangle, up through the berry bead. I'm working with fire line here. This is 6-pound fire line. So there's the step up. Hey, Clarissa. Happy St. Patty's Day. All right. And so here's what a regular row looks like. You'll pick up a size 10 triangle bead and then one of these berry beads and just go down through the triangle in the previous row. And you'll want the triangle bead to sit to the left, and you want the berry bead to sit toward the right, just like that. And you'll head up through the next berry bead and repeat that. So just going down through the triangle here, up through the berry bead. It goes pretty quick. I was working on this for a while, but I wasn't working on it diligently. I just kind of had it out on the mat. And every once in a while, I'd throw a couple rows on it, which is why it took me so long to finish it. And I'm still at the very beginning of the other colorway that we started together, but I will get to that one too. All on the list. All right, so there's a row. Yeah, Ruth, they are. So let me show you one that has the proper label on it, because I just brought up a random bag here, but I think I do have one with my labels. So they are officially called Miyuki berry beads. And when you look them up, the Miyuki color numbers for them, this like 593, that corresponds to like the 80 version. So that's super handy. So like you can find the matching seed beads for these colors that way. So just a little tidbit there. But the code for them is usually a BB. And in this case, light caramel Celion is the color I'm holding up. But this is Tea Rose Luster. These are both in my shop. They are nicknamed peanut beads. Everyone I know calls them peanut beads. I didn't even know they were called berry beads until I actually ordered some from the manufacturer and realized that, oh, they're called that. But I had never seen that before. Everyone just calls them the peanut bead. So it's kind of funny, but yeah. Yeah, and they're so fun. They're so fun to play with. I've been doing a lot with them. In case anyone's just joined, right after I finish showing you how to close this one up, I'm going to switch to doing berry bead fringe with a new colorway. And then I would really love to add more. So depending on how enthusiastic you guys are feeling about the berry beads, I'm having so much fun with them. I want to find some more colors and then just maybe do some mixes. Would a mix be crazy? I guess that's my next question. And then I have more crazy ideas. But sticking to this current crazy idea, there's the step up for that. So those are 15Os, size 15 C beads. And again, this is the dark topaz, just a regular round dark topaz. All right, so let's say you've got your bracelet done and you are ready to finish it. All you got to do is start using just the triangles. So we're going to just make a regular row with just the size 10 triangle bead that we're working with. And it may look a little funny at first. It's not going to, they're not going to sit exactly like they look at the beginning side just yet. We'll pick up the second one here. So just picking them up in batches of 2. And it's going to settle them each on top of the column. So we have below. Hey, Christina. Thanks for joining. Here's the next set. Hooking to my bead mouse, sorry. I'm using my bead on it board. And so my thread keeps hugging the side over here. It drives me crazy, but it's such a great mat to work on. That one little thing, it's like, I'm willing to go with it. All right, last one. Okay, so now I have a row of just triangles. And it's up to you if you want to put a step up here or not. I'm going to, but you could skip it, and either way, it would still look really good. So there's that. And now I'm going to do that thing with the last row where you do kind of like a little laddering step. And again, the goal being for it to match a little bit closer to what we've got here on the start. So we'll start with 2 triangles. Oh, hey, Marlene, that's cool. She says she has the purple, green, gold, and the pink. Oh, that would be a gorgeous combo too. And so far, this is going to look like a regular herringbone. We're going to just pick up 2 and go just like that. And then stepping up through the next one. But here, I'm going to do something a little different. We'll just pick up 1 for now and go back through the last 2 there. So a little bit different than what we did in the last row. And then you'll head up through these 2 here. So the one in the next column and the one we just added. And so when you go to tighten that, it's going to resemble at least a little closer to what the other one looks like at the start. So pick up 1 more and finish that column. And so now we've got that. I'm going to head up through the next one. And we'll pick up 1 more. And again, go back through those last 2. There we go. And then up through those 2. 1 more. And then up through the next one. And then we'll pick up 1 and go back through the last 2. And then up through these. Last but not least, we'll put on 1 more bead. And sorry, I actually pulled a little too hard and I removed my needle, of course. There we go. So last one. And that closes it up. So not exact, but pretty close, yeah? And at a distance, not really going to stand out as very different. So how to put a clasp on this one? I'm going to use the same method that I used on these earrings. So I'll bring those over really quick, but I got something silly going here where I use them as a little kind of makeshift wire guardian. I like the way that looks. I'm going to try it on this. And so where am I now? I'm right here. So let's make a turn. Let's grab the thread bridge that's above these 2 beads right here by just going underneath it we go. So I'm just grabbing that thread bridge right there. And now let's head up through these 2 beads. And everything I do on this side will repeat on the other side. But now I'm just going to weave to get to the center. And it looks like I just went down through 1 bead there. That's okay. Just kind of copy that. All right. So the way these are spaced, I think it's going to look really good just right there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of suspend it right above a thread bridge. So it's not necessarily going to be right above a bead, but it's going to be above a thread bridge here and here, because I'm going to arc like a rainbow from 1 bead to the next, going through the finding. Hey, Liz. And so all I have to do here is just go through one side of the finding. Let's just go ahead and poke it through that way. It's kind of a tight fit going through just one side. So you got to kind of help it a little bit. And it's kind of weird because sometimes it just goes right through, and sometimes it depends on the angle of the needle. I think makes a difference. But there we go. So I've got one side on, just the one side, right? Yep. And from here, just go down through the adjacent. Let's see what we got. There, it's going to sit like that. So just come up through the next one. And head through the other side. Got it. There we go. And then just head down to that adjacent bead. Oh, did I actually go through it? No, hang on. There we go. So in a roundabout way, what you have is that. And you see they're kind of rainbowing over the 2 beads that are basically the center 4. So you just kind of, whatever, if you've got an even count, identify the center 4. And this is going to work for 1.8 millimeter cubes, 10-0 triangles. I believe it'll probably work for 8-0 seed beads. In fact, this is an 8-0 seed bead finding. So pretty much guarantees that will work with that, right? In both configurations in that case, because it's a stitch in for an 8-0. But there we go. So I'm going to reinforce that. And it's easy to do. Just go up through the beads and back through the finding. So I'm just going to start with one side. And you will have a little trouble getting it through just one side. It helps if you use a small needle, like a size 12, because they are flexible. But I was able to get my 10 to work earlier, so it still work. And I ended up just kind of going through a bunch of beads here. So I'm just going to weave around and get back over there and reinforce the other side of the finding, weave in and call it good. But that's how you do that. I just need to do, let's see, from here, little step up. You can trace your path through all of these beads. Yeah, okay, so I'm back here. And which is the side that has 2? And that's the side with 2. So I'm just moving around. Just going to head over here, and then I'm almost to the other side. There we go. So much of bead weaving is just getting around where you need to be, I find. There we go. Head through there. See, that one just went right through. I never explain why. It just works sometimes. And then through the third one there. And now I'm back into the work on that side. All right. So reinforced on both sides. It's that easy. If you're using Fireline, I think 2 passes through each side is just fine. And there you go. So how cool is this bracelet? I mean, it's the most flowy. I love the way it looks from the side. Cool. So again, that's 10-0 triangles, berry beads, Alana 2 findings, and a little bit of 15s for embellishment that are optional. So I'm going to clean this up really quick and let's do our earring. Hey, thanks, Sakaya. And I'll finish this the rest of the way and do a glamour shot when it's better light. Right now I'm in a rainstorm. It was actually hailing earlier. Big hail. And cold and rainy. Like windy too. It was like the most wild weather we're having, that's for sure. But that's springtime in the Northwest. Okay, so there's that one. Pretty. I'm gonna start over with something new. I restocked these guys. I finally was able to get every single one except for, of course, I couldn't get Strawberry Fields. I tried, but I've got, oh, hey, Jody, good to see you. And Jody, I'm going to do a full tutorial on that one because that one is too cool not to. Oh, and spoiler alert, guess what? This herringbone stitch with the berry beads, this works in the round. We can make rope like this. It's wild. I'll have to show you. The triangle beads, the way they stack in a round herringbone, kind of collapse a little bit. And then when you put this in this, it's cool. I'll have to show you. I've got one that is just brand new on the mat it's up and coming. But for St. Patrick's Day, I wanted to do the same earrings, but in green that I kind of featured earlier today on my channel. But I have these guys now. So I have a lot of them are back. Vineyard's back. I know everybody really loved Vineyard. Let me try to pull some of these out. Wheatberry is back. And Apparition is back. So that's the ghosty one. Got so many piles of beads in front of me. And I know I popped a Vineyard in here earlier. I did, in fact. So yeah, this is the one I was working with. If anyone caught Silver Silk Sundays yesterday with Nile, I was working with this one, with Vineyard. I know, Carolyn, I want Strawberry Fields. I'm completely out. I sold down to my last tube. I have like unfinished OBEs that are just awaiting it to come back. In case anyone wasn't with us yesterday, this is what I made with Vineyard yesterday on Silver Silk. And we were talking after the live, and Neely and I decided there's a way clever or less complicated way to do this. The way that I did it, because I was kind of stream of consciousness on it, I didn't know I was going to do this top part. But if you do it flat all at once and then fold it at the end, it's way easier. So anyway, that's coming, and that uses Vineyard. We might do a different colorway too. So I'm not sure which one he'll use for the official tutorial on his channel, but if you're loving that one, it's this one right here. And that will work on a lot of stuff, a lot of like different attachments. So that one's back. Oh, Lagoon is back. Managed to get that back. There's a new one that's called Blue Tones. I don't think I had before. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. Earth Tone is back. This one's a little bit low, but I managed to get back Earth Tone, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. Anyway, they're all in the same listing. They're just right there at daniellewixjewelry.com/shop. I think they're even the very top billing in that section. So those are all the ones I have with me. But tonight I'm going to use Evergreen, because Evergreen is so pretty. And then I was going to pull in these 15s. I have a bunch of these. And Ruth has a question. Let me just see. Actually, nope, their Miyuki mixes come in 11 O's, 8-0s. I have a bunch of 8-0 Miyuki mixes. I have 11-0 Miyuki mixes. Um, in fact, these earrings are made with a Miyuki mix called Golden Grains that they have available in both size triangles, 8 and 10, as well as these 1.8 millimeter cubes. They actually have a lot of mixes, and they're available in almost every bead they make. Although I say that, but I haven't seen a berry bead mix, which makes me think we should do one. But that said, I love buying their mixes. Like here's passion flower, for example. I mean, I'm surrounded by gorgeous Miyuki mixes right now. There's not enough time. Here's the cube mix. I was showing the earring for it. That one is the 1.8s. I need to make some cube mixes for the shop. Like, you know, we could design them together. And that would be really, really fun. But I'm getting so distracted. Okay, so I'm going to do, I had an idea. Okay, so let me show you on this one what my concept is. So I was going to do one of these, but then I wanted to put a charm on it too. I thought I would just stitch a little clover on the front of it when I'm done. And it would kind of hang like that. Wouldn't that be cute? And these are down to the last of my little clovers. I did find some clover charms on a couple of different sites. They're a little different, but I found some on Rio, so we might go with that. But the counts for this earring, I'm going to follow exactly what I did on these. We're going to do the same thing, but just with these. So if you want this pattern, it's already on my website. And if you just go to daniellewixjewelry.com and you click on tutorials, the very first tutorial you see will be this one. And these counts will be identical to what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to work with gray thread because I currently don't have, well, I have mint green. And I guess I could have gone with mint green. Maybe I should have done that. For some reason, I grabbed gray, and I feel like gray is going to be fine. But maybe mint would have been better. Earlier, I was working with cream color. That one is a good one, too. I think you could probably use a lot. You want to start with about 90 inches. And this is another one of those ones where you're going to work with a long tail so that you can come back later. Oh, hey, Fran. Come back later and finish your fringe and not have to add thread. Always handy, right? Let me grab a needle really quick. This one from earlier. Yeah, I wonder if also, I don't know, what other colors would work? The perfect green color is actually the one for Juliana's Creative Soul for Jewel Loom. She's got a really good green 1G color featured this month. And I just finished working on that, actually. And I can't wait for you guys to see it because it's pretty. But so we're going to string 12 of these. I'm going to go random with the color. So there's 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And again, just leave a super long tail for that fringe later. And this is going to be 2 drop peyote. So pick up 2, skip 2, and go through 2. I'm going to go a little fast on this one because, like I was saying earlier, there is a really nice like slow video that I recorded earlier that goes into all the details that you can catch if you are new to peyote or anything, because that one goes in a lot more depth into how to start it. But basically what I'm doing is just 2 drop, pick up 2, skip 2, go through the next 2. And each row has 6 beads per row, but you treat them more like 3 beads because you're working in groupings of 2, which makes it go so much faster. Oh, hey, Linda. Yeah, 1G is so nice for draping. You are so correct about that. Definitely true. It's kind of my favorite thread right now. Not kind of. I think it is like for sure my favorite thread. Yeah. Oh, hey. Good to see you too. Hey, you guys, you gotta check out Deadly Diva Creations. She has the coolest channel and the most beautiful jewelry. So yeah, feel free to post where they can find you because I have been following you and your work is top. It's gorgeous. Oh, hey, Valerie. And then I'm seeing, oh, sorry, I missed this one too. Oh, hey, Sandra. Yeah, 8-0 Delica. Interesting. That would be pretty big. but we could do it. We could. The 8 Delicas are really fun to work with, and they're quick. They work up really fast, so they're pretty nice. I just got a bunch in from Allegory Gallery. They were doing a promotion, and I grabbed a bunch. It was a while ago actually, but I do have some of those that I could use. And then we could do a lot of cool stuff with them. I love doing bracelets because they go a lot quicker if you're using those 8 But I still feel like the Goldilocks bead for me is the 10 Delica. I like the 10 Matubos too. Those are also in my shop. I went a little crazy and got a bunch of colors of those, including a very, very nice emerald green that I wish I'd brought with me because that's a great color. That would be nice with this too. So I'm going to go a little fast because I want to show you guys my idea for the clover. I'm hoping I can get to it. Oh, hey, Karen. Aw. Glad you're doing well too. And thanks so much for spending St. Patty's Day with me, guys. I'm trying to remember if like what's the what did I used to do before? Like before I had my kiddos, I didn't really do the whole like bar thing a lot, but I did one time go somewhere where they had green beer because once at least once in a lifetime you have to go somewhere that serves green beer. And not a huge beer fan, but I had to try it because it was green. And it just tasted like beer, honestly. I'm like, oh, okay. But I can say I was there and that I tried it. That's pretty cool. I've been watching the comedian. I don't know if you guys have heard of Garen Noon. The guy is funny. He says a lot of bad words, but it's really funny. Anyway, he was making fun of Americans for dyeing the river green. On one of the recent Instagram posts that he did, I was laughing so much. I sent it to my parents. They were just like busting up. It's the funniest thing. He just totally rags on us. And he's you can't say anything because he's totally right. But it's just fun to watch. And every once in a while, he does like some music too, because I guess he's actually like a legit musician and he sings with a beautiful voice. So of course, right? Because he's Irish. Oh, Irish are always great singers. So I'm just making 2-drop peyote. A little bit boring, but a very fast way to come up with a really cool base for what I want to do with that clover. It's gonna look so cool. And I wish I had done this a while ago, but I will wear this all year. Yeah, Sandra says 10 are her fave. Yeah, definitely. You know what? I will for sure do a 8 project then. Since I have them, I might as well, right? And then I can just point you to Allegory Gallery for where to get them. I don't currently have any in the shop right now, but I could always add them if we get lots of projects going. I think they have them at beadshop.com as well. They may have custom mixes there. I haven't checked recently, but I bet you they do. Oops. Did I pick it? Oh, I picked up 3. Oops. Oh, thanks, Zakaya. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one. I've had this idea in my head for a while, and I figured you guys would like it. This is a really cool one. It's just easy, nice, easy stitching. The fringe is easy to string. Now, if you don't have berry beads, you can always just use some 6/0 seed beads in place of the berry beads. And that might even be the way to go for matching. Because I'm going to use those the cream stallion ones that I was using earlier, but I feel like if I had like a bright olive green or a gold, oh my goodness, gold would be really good. Okay, so we're going for 9 on the bottom and 10 on the top. And right now I've got What am I looking at here? We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's 8. We're getting there. I'll make it. Oh, cool. Sandy says she made Irish soda bread. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Yeah, I think I'm like a quarter Irish. So my grandmother on my dad's side, her family came over. Her mom was the one who came to the States. So that would be my dad's grandmother, actually. So that's relatively recent. And then of course on his dad's side, you've got the Scottish side. My mom's side, we've got French and German. So I'm a lot of stuff. But we make a lot of jokes in my family about the Scottish and the Irish side. There's just a lot of humor, and that side of the family. There's just so much funny stuff. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And yeah, and so my dad's, because his mom was she was Irish Catholic, and so she had 9 kids. He was 5 of 9. So we always joke that's his Borg designation. It's 5 of 9. He always laughs about that. And evidently he was promised to the church, but luckily for me, he just chose a different path, or I wouldn't be here. So that's what we always joke in the family about that. See, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, my dad would definitely be a father. What a waste, as we would call him. The handsome dad. Oh, and let's see if I missed any chats. Oh wow, that's cool, Lorena. Yeah, I actually have so there's a plaque in my son's room of St. Patrick and all kinds of cool things. There's lots of history there. Oh my goodness, there's lots you can get into. And yeah, I love these, Barbara. That is so cool. That's one of the things I love doing with these beads. And I'm still so grateful to Leslie for showing me how to do all that. If you guys didn't catch Seed Bead Saturday, oh my gosh, I had such a treat on Seed Bead Saturday. Leslie Pope came on and did a project with us. And it was a beautiful kit that she designed that used a different version of that finding that's originally made for Tila's. We used the Tenno Delicas, and it was like nested in there. It was so cool. Oh, Zakaya, this is your birthstone? Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. All right, so let's see. Oh, thanks, Marlene. Yeah, it's coming out really, really nicely. Oh, thanks. Hey, Katney. No worries. You're not too late. I'm just getting started with a design that is actually it's already been done in another video, so you're not missing anything. I just created the top part of what is going to become a little fringe earring. And I'm going to put a clover on it for St. Patty's Day. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, so let's see. So from here, the way I wrote the instructions is you're going to end up with 10 on top and 9 on the bottom. And those 9 are going to be your fringe strands. So I took this side here and I weave to the top. So just bring your needle through and you're aiming for the center 4. So in this case, what you're aiming for is you want to count in 1, 2, 3, and 4. You want to aim for right there. So you keep going. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from right there. And then you want to grab one of these Alana 2 findings. And these are in my shop. I have them in bags of 20, or you can still find them in the pairs. that we did for the February mix. Oh, and by the way, I did add those palettes, guys. I know a lot of you guys were looking for them. And so I put a dozen in the shop, and everybody who pre-ordered one has already gotten theirs. So the ones that are still there are up for grabs if you'd like them. They're the size 8 February mix designed by Carol Carmen Jewelry. So I just went through one side, and let's head down through the 5th column from the edge, working from the right side. And so there's that one. And see that it makes a little rainbow kind of through the finding, just like we did on the bracelet we were working on just a second ago. And then I'll head up through the side and go through the finding from here. And I might do another little assist with the pliers really quick. And there we go. And from here, just right down through the 4th in from the left. So that's how you do it. So just reinforce that. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave down through this column. Didn't have this as an opportunity in the herringbone because it wasn't a straight shot like that. But here you can do this little turn, which will bring you right back up here. So you can reinforce this way. So a little quicker. There we go. And the only tricky part is just keep your eyes peeled for the right column because it's easy to kind of go down through the wrong one. And I've been doing that a few times. Thanks, Shelly. Yeah, I'm loving this green. This is going to be so fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, Lena's here. Lena, how are you doing? I'm happy to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm just making an earring. It's going to be very festive. Very good for spring. And bear with me here while I get through this one last little reinforce. So earlier we were working with Fireline, guys. This time I'm working with the 1G. So maybe I'll do this after the live, but I will probably leave this thread in place. And I'll come back up and reinforce through that finding one more time so that it's got 3 passes. Yeah, oh my gosh, Lena, I'm so glad that you are back. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Lena, she's been recovering, and so happy to hear that you are back. And I saw your post where you had some beads out, and that made me really, really happy. Like, yeah, she's got beads. Awesome. I'm looking forward to doing some stuff with you when you feel up to it. So there's our little earring. We've got it going. And now I'm going to put the clover on, and then we'll start the fringe, and I'll get as far as I can on the fringe. But if you're looking to see how to finish it, the pattern is on my website. You could just copy the pattern there. But here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and bring my needle to exit from, if you look here at the top row, you've got 10 beads, okay? If you look at the second row, it's a row of 9, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm exiting from the center one. So you'll have 4 on one side and then 4 on the other. You just want to bring your needle to exit from that top one. So right here. And then string on the charm. And I'm going to go right back down through that same column. I might change this if it doesn't look perfect, but I just have a hunch that that's kind of going to be where we want it. So it's going to move while you're wearing it, but that's cute, right? So we can reinforce that pretty easily. To do that, you'll just go ahead and make a turn. So I'm going to go down through the column below it. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Let's flip that. Up through the adjacent, which will put us right back up through the center one here. And then we can just reinforce that all. Going right through there. And heading right back through that center of the 9 beads in that second column. So there's reinforced twice. And from here, I'm just going to bring my needle over here really quick. Let's bring it up. Okay. There it is. So as I was mentioning earlier, I am going to reinforce this top one more time. So we'll use that thread to do that. I'll do that later. For now, I'm going to switch down here, down to the tail thread. And let's just do a couple strands of fringe and we'll get as far as we can. And then I'll post finished photos of this on my Insta later. Probably tomorrow because tonight it's already dark. So my light is not amazing, but we're going to need to get my 15s. Just gonna move those over there. All right, so 10s, 15s. And if you're loving these beautiful gold 15s, they're this one, and they're in my shop. They have a faceting, so they're gonna sparkle really cool. And let me just glance really quick at the chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks, guys. Yeah, everyone's saying welcome back, Lena. I'm so glad. It's so cool. All right, and so on this one, I started with the 15 and then went to the 10-O's, and I did that a total of 9 times. So just like that. So 15 delica, and then a 15-O, and then another delica. Just keep going like that until you get a total of 9. So that was 3. And there's 4 and 5. There's 6, 7, 8, and 9, plus one of the 15s. And then I need to get those berry beads. And I think these are going to look nice. Look, I'm wondering if I had a gold one, I'd be using the gold ones. I might need to get those. But I still think these are going to look pretty good. But even if you just had some gold 6-0 seed beads, that's a win too. So skip that last 15 and let's go through all those. And then continue through those 2 in the base. So right there. Just going to pull that through. All right. Strand 1 is done. And the cool thing about those little peanuts is they do this little stack thing that I think is so cool. There we go. See, they kind of just do this like zigzag thing or like spinny thing where you get one in the center kind of faces a different direction, which just looks really neat. All right, so here's a turn heading down through the second column there. Oh, that looks really cool. It almost looks like a clover, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder if they make a green. I sense some bead shopping in my future. Don't be surprised if I update and they have a ton of berry beads at some point. Might need to go crazy. So this next one, we're going to do 3. So there's 1 and 2. Here's 3. And again, guys, this is in a pattern. You can download it. So you don't have to memorize any of these counts if you like them. They're in a pattern for you. So that was a 15-0 and a delica 3 times plus a 15. And now 3 berries. And then another 15 and another delica 7 times. There's 1, 2, there's 3, 4, and there's 5, and 6, and 7. Plus 1 more of those, 3 of these. And last but not least, 1 more of these. Did I get it? Yeah. There we go. Ah, look how cute. Oh my gosh. Makes me want to dance a jig. That is so cute. I'm going to finish up this one. And from there, everything's repeating. So, and again, there's a full length video that shows finishing it start to finish. There's a downloadable pattern that has all these counts. but just in general, the rest of the fringe strands are repeats. So you do this strand again for strand number 3, and strand number 4 is this strand again. And you just repeat them out, alternating each one every other, and you'll get a finished design. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, I'm loving the green. I kind of wish I'd done this one first. I just didn't think of it. And actually, at the time I started the ones I'm wearing, I didn't have this mix back in stock yet. I literally just got it. And so it was a little late to the party for St. Patrick's Day, but it's right in, thanks, Bonnie. It's right in time for March. And speaking of March, so we have the launch. So Carol has done a March mix for us. And it's actually, we're going to just call it the spring mix because it looks like spring greens and it's so pretty. It's a really gorgeous design. It's 11 Miyuki. And she's working on, this mix, Fran, this one is called Evergreen. And it's been in and out of my shop over and over again now. It's been restocked so many times. And currently I went a little crazy and I bought double the quantity that I usually do. So I feel confident in saying that it'll be there for at least a little while. But hopefully, I can continue to restock these because they're really cool. They're so neat. But feel free to make this in other colors because I feel like, could you see this one in the blue? I didn't bring the blue one with me. I thought I had it, but I must have just forgot to bring it, but you could do vineyard. And I also was wondering about lagoon because it's, summertime. So let's see where that one went. That's wheatberry. Here we go. That's another one that could even work for what we're doing tonight. Just got a hint of blue to it. And that one's called lagoon. Oh, and the coolest thing also, if you check out my listing for the solid colors, because you know how I added a bunch of solids as well, I was able to get Picasso Seafoam. Yeah, Picasso Seafoam is back. So that's a solid color. Let me see if I have it in this little box in front of me. I have this big messy box here. Oh, well, I didn't find the Seafoam, but I found the blue I wanted to tell you about. Actually, I got 2 of them. I've got 2, so I'm going to include that in tonight's giveaway, actually. There's blue tones. Doesn't that look like the ocean? Just put a little octo on there. That would be cute. Yeah, and so that's in the shop too. And then the Picassos are back. And I, for some reason, don't have that in front of me, but I definitely restocked it. Yeah, looking at it. And I've got some solids. Like, I do have a solid turquoise luster in the shop as well. So check out both of my listings for the Miyuki size 10 delicates because there's been some restocks. So something that you might have been missing or looking for might be back. I've been pretty bad about announcing it. I meant to do a post and then just got really busy, but they've only been there for about a week. So still tons left. All right. You know what I'm thinking? Let's do the giveaway really quick. Let me bring my other camera back up. And I promise I'll finish this and I'll post it so you can see all the different colors. I need to do a tea rose one. My mind is going crazy, but can you picture it with the with the roses and then put a check glass flower on it? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I have it in front of me, but how cute would it be to put a little, oh, I do. Okay. Can you see it? If I can get more of these, I need to do a little kit because that would be awesome. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do our giveaway. I keep getting distracted with awesome things. I'm going to share the giveaway screen here. Yeah, Kim says yes, kit. Okay, I promise I'll do one. I definitely want to do one. And I have more kits to announce too. I have more announcements after this, but let's do our giveaway. Here we go. Liz, congrats, Liz. Okay, Liz, I'm sending you some of the new Miyuki mixes and some clovers. some of the little clovers that I was using on my earring tonight. So if you got any like special requests for colors, let me know. There we go. All right. And so just a couple quick announcements. I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your St. Patty's Day. But I have, of course, coming up, starting this Friday, I'm going to be on Sam's Bead Shop's channel. We're going to do a party for their beadbox anniversary. So I think this is like year 4, or is it year 4 or 5? I should know that. I will find out by Friday, but it's the anniversary of their first box. And so we're going to do a celebration. A bunch of folks are going to come on and design on the fly with the new box, which is inspired by the Northern Lights, one of the things that's near and dear to me. So I'm going to be on there for that. That's Friday. And I'll post the time. I think I want to say it's like 3, but I'm not totally sure, 3 Pacific. But let me double check the time for you and I'll post that. And then the Saturday, Seed Bead Saturday, Carol will be with me. She's going to launch Spring Greens Mix with me, and she's going to share some new inspiring designs. You might notice in the shop, I've launched some French wire, and that's because Deb Floros is coming on, and we're going to do that live we talked about when she was with me last time. We were going to do all about French wire. So I've added some to the shop, and she's got a bunch of samples that she's going to share with us. So that's going to be a real treat. And I'm going to update all this. It's already on my calendar. So my calendar is on my website. If you go to daniellewixjewelry.com and you click calendar, it shows all this stuff. But I will, of course, post on Instagram, and I'll try to get some direct links going on Facebook too, so you can find it from there. So those are the 2 things coming up. And then I have a special kit I'm going to launch. And this is something that, truth be told, I forgot I had, but I found it. And it's a long, long, long time ago. We're going back to 2019. I did a kit with Tiara Cast, and it was just like a little design. And they created the little mix and the little flowers. And when they were closing up shop, they asked me if I wanted them. And I said yes. And I bought them, and they came, and life got busy and crazy. And they sat in the corner of my dining room for a while. Anyway, I'm going to do a project with those, something new, and they should be launched later this week. And I think I'm going to call it Mayflowers, but it's actually a very Tucson looking color palette. So you'll like it. It's a seed bead mix with some check flowers. I think it's perfect this season. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll do a bunch of shout outs for it. And that's pretty much all my announcements I could think of. I saw a cool question. Oh, thanks, Valerie. Oh yeah, I had so much fun with Neela yesterday. We were doing a bunch of design on the fly. If you guys don't already tune in for Silver Silk Sunday, we go live at what is for me 1 o'clock Pacific. So and I believe for him that's 3, and East Coast it's 4. And we just do an hour to an hour and a half of design on the fly, and that's usually really a blast. We feature Silver Silk, and sometimes, well, recently he's been doing the Tucson bundles, so he's been unboxing. So, or showing up stuff in the pop-up shops as well. But I know he's working on a kit, so eyes peeled for that too. We're gonna probably do one of this, I think. We were chatting about it, so keep your eyes peeled if you're like that. We're probably gonna do a few versions. So yeah. Oh, and I think the 19th, the 19th, the collar is gonna go live. He was gonna launch it I think the 26th, but I think I saw that it's going to be on the 19th. So if you want to see my collar, that is going to be live on the 19th at 3:30 my time, 3:30 Pacific. And Thursday, Jewel Loom is going to launch a pair of earrings that I did with February Creative Soul Extras. All right, I think that's everything. Happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. And I want to send you lots of beady love, and I will see you for Seed Bead Saturday, or join Friday for our live beadbox party. All right. Thanks. Bye. Bye for now.